What's up, y'all? I'm back after a much needed break from the car stuff and just videotaping in general. Now I understand why these YouTubers be kind of a little burnt out after a while, because I was feeling it. But I'm back. This video you're about to watch is a little all over the place because, you know, as I've said multiple times in multiple videos, I'm not the best at recording stuff. Damn. But I documented or videotaped a good amount of things, and a lot of the progress on the car has been made, and it's almost to the point where we can do some all-wheel drive launches after, you know, I complete a couple things. But the car's driving, so just so you're aware, so while you're watching it, you won't be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why is this shit all over the place? But just a heads up. So yeah, enjoy. All right, so last minute decisions. So we're over here getting the car ready for a Greddy Cars and Coffee. So we're getting the car wrapped as well. Damn, I wasn't supposed to show. Nah, I don't even care anymore. I got Miles over here taking off.
You see this, man? I don't even sweat this hard for my own car. Look, my boy Mikey, look. Sweating. I almost look like a Mexican.
We're sweating.
Look at my back.
We're sweating.
Wet back. Wet back.
Yeah.
They about to take my channel.
And we're working for reparations too.
Damn. And we really about to get taken down.
Shit, you gotta take that off.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get canceled for that one.
YouTube, baby.
But yeah, so we got Mikey over here wrapping the car. I got some tires that showed up. I'm gonna get those mounted and balanced. Well, I'm not. My brother is. And then we're gonna redo the side skirts on this.
Hey, see this garage? Look at all the guy just hanging out outside and just doing nothing.
Oh, my bro.
No, the other guy too.
Oh, Quindo?
Yeah.
You said no, the other guy too.
Yeah, that's my brother. So, yeah, so that's where we're at. I'll keep you guys updated on the progress of this.
We're supposed to take it easy, but we have a Greddy meet tomorrow, so.
Yeah. All last minute.
And I heard they have a Honda trophy. So.
Oh, well, we're taking that trophy.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Better take that trophy, or else you're
Hopefully. Oh, and then yesterday we did some drivability as well. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I forget. See, look, I'm bad with the camera. I'm really I'm horrible. Because I get wrapped up in just getting stuff. Yeah, getting shit done. You know. So, but yeah, so the car drives a lot better. Miles did some drivability tuning yesterday. We can almost get in some boost, but your boy doesn't have any clamps yet. So. But yeah, so that's where we're at right now. I'll keep you guys updated.
All right, y'all, so this is where we're at. Car is pretty much done, but it is close to like 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning, and we pulled an all-nighter. And the only thing that's probably not gonna get wrapped is the front lip, because we're both extremely tired.
Done, bro.
Yeah, bro. This man's been putting in work.
Done.
So he's at the final stretch. He's just wrapping up this last side skirt. You still gonna do the mirrors?
Yeah. Mirrors.
And the mirrors, and then F that down lip, because we're tapping out for the night. Yeah, we're tapping out. So it'll still look really good with the lip. So like a nice little contrast for like the black wheels and the black mirrors. It's like a nice little accent. So yeah, we're done. What time is it? Let me look at mine. Let me see if I can pull up on my watch. Yeah, man, it's
God
damn, bro. All right, so Mikey just left. Wrap came out really good. It's a shame that I didn't put the new carbon hood on, but I don't care. So here it is. That's how it sits. All nice, clean, one color, minus the lip. We're gonna get that another day because we're both extremely tired. But yeah, that's how the car sits. go. But yeah, I'm gonna close this scene out because your boy's tired and I gotta drive to Greddy in like an hour and a half. So I'm gonna give you a quick little nap and see you guys in a bit.
All right, fellas, today is the same morning when we wrapped the car. I'm exhausted. I'm running on about an hour and a half of sleep. So right now I'm in the car. We're driving about an hour and a half to Greddy. So we're about to see how good I built the car. If it makes it, your boy built a good car. If it don't, I'm trash. So we're gonna see how this drive goes. I'm already not looking forward to it because it's down Kirky's seat, and I'm already wearing earplugs because it's loud. So I have my brother in front of me. He's you know, I'm following him and he'll be trailing me along the way, so make sure everything's good. And I just have somebody with me during the journey. So we'll see how this drive goes. It's been a minute since I've been on the camera. I took a well-needed break from the video taping stuff and just the car stuff in general because during that time of getting ready for H Day, I got a little burnt out. Not gonna lie, but I'm back on the car. A lot's happened since I guess like the last video. I'm horrible. As I said, plenty of times before in other videos that I'm horrible at videotaping. So I'll just give you a quick rundown of like what's been going on with Miles' car and my car. So H Day happened. A shit ton of serious events happened on the way up to H Day and at H Day that prevented us from running Miles' car. One, we blew like 3 trailer tires on the way up there. Thankfully, each time they blew up, and conveniently, each time they blew up, it was right by a tire shop on our way up there. So that happened, along with, the alternator going out, TPS going out. We found a nail in one of the rear skinnies. What else did we find? Car still wasn't finished. We still had some things to do while we were over there. Starter went out like 3 times, so there was that, and a bunch of other things. So it's kind of like a telltale sign, like God looking after us, like, hey dude, like, don't run this. And good thing we did it, because some serious injuries would have happened, or it would have been a bad day for us. So we didn't run the car. We didn't have a chance to, because there was just obviously too much going on. So there was that. My car is actually in pieces right now. And you're probably asking, why is it in pieces? Well, the reason why is I think the motor might be hurt. I don't know why. It just, like, was it last weekend? I went to like a little meet. The car drove all right. There was little hiccups here and there. But was it like the other day I went to go like pressure wash off the engine bay and do some maintenance on some things that needed to be fixed. So pushed the car out, did my thing, and then went to go turn it on, and it turns on, but as soon as I press the clutch, it just shuts right off. And then when I try to turn it off with the clutch pressed in, it sounds like it's down a hole or something. So it made me believe like maybe the thrust washers are done for, or maybe something to do with the clutch. I don't know. I don't want to blow it up to find out, especially because I don't want to redo that oil pan. That's like, the motor can let go. I can give a crap about the motor. Like, it's fine. I just don't want to do that oil pan again. You guys have no idea how horrible it is to do that oil pan on these. So I'm just gonna rip it out, and I'm just gonna throw the 3.5 in there. So right now there's a J32 inside there. It's a J32A3, and I'm actually gonna throw in a J35 that I had sitting back here that was meant for it was meant to get built. So I said, screw it, I'll just build a J32 instead. I'll just hopefully get some different rods swapped out for the J32. So I'm just gonna throw the 3.5 in there and have some fun with this, you know. And yeah, so what I'll probably do is I'll actually show you guys how to modify the block itself for a JDK all-wheel drive on a Gen 2 block with the Gen 1 bell housing, because there's already some stuff online for like a Gen 1 block with a Gen 1 bell housing. So I'll show you guys how to modify the block and you know, get you guys, you know, up to speed, what's going on. So like in, I guess like my very first video of the build, I told you guys you have to modify the block to get the JDK stuff to work. The main reason why you got to modify the block is to get the intermediate shaft or the half shaft to clear right here. So I have the stuff you got to like modify to get the half shaft to work. Excuse me. So here you just got to grind down a little bit. You grind down here, and then this bolt right here and this one right here, you actually have to counter bore them. So I actually have, let me see if I can pull it out real quick. Dang, you know, sorry for the mess. It is okay. I don't know where I put that bit. Oh, right here. So you need this bit. I modified it because I didn't have the chuck, or I guess the head of my drill wasn't big enough to fit this. So you need this bit, this specific one. It's to counterbore the holes. So you'll counterbore this bolt hole and this bolt hole, right? And you put an Allen socket bolt in place of that. And the only reason you do that is because the intermediate shaft, it'll hit the head of this bolt. So what you do is you counterbore it, and now it sits flush with the block. So you do those two bolts. Those are only two you have to do. You have to slightly shave this oil pump housing a little bit. You just shave it a little bit. You shave this down a little bit as well, and you shave this part. I didn't highlight it for you guys yet, but you shave this a little bit because the joint of the axle will hit this slightly. So you just do that, and your J series is all ready for the JDK stuff. So I'll show you guys what you got to do, like in a time lapse, or I'll just record it. And yeah, I also have the front end of the car all in one piece together, so it's pretty cool. Like I could take all this stuff off as one piece. What I'm gonna do now is actually finish everything and, you know, powder coat it and whatever, so that way I can be done with this whole front section. Like I still have to actually mount the water box. So we found an old water box that Miles had, or like fuel cell that he had for one of his cars back in the day. So I just gotta modify it and get that water tank to fit in there. So I got to do that, and then I have to mount the actual water pump for the air to water somewhere in this area. And then once those two are mounted, then I just start plumbing it, and then the air to water setup is all good. So I'm gonna do that, and then I have the rear axles on the way soon. We already sent the measurements for them. Now we're just waiting on, you know, dry shaft shop to make the axles and ship them out. So once those show up, I'll actually be able to do like some launches, some test hits. So like right now, like the goal is to finish everything I need to before those axles show up. So all I got to do is just throw the axles in and I can do some test hits. So that includes the air to water setup, whatever needs to be done in the rear. I don't remember if anything needs to be done in the rear, and tune the car itself. So once it's tuned and everything like that, I'll be able to do some digs and actually test the car at the track. So that's the goal right now. So after a little bit of cutting, this is what I came up with. Boom. So there's just enough clearance for the coupler and the pipe. So all I gotta do is just cut off this fitting, this one, sand it flat, and then just weld it shut. That'll be good. It should clear. That's the only thing I'm kind of worried about, actually. No, it should be good. So it'll clear the rate. Yep, I'm good. Yeah, there's nothing else. So these hoses will clear. Looks like there's a lot of room. The water pump will go in this general area right around here. I have no idea yet. And then once that's in, I mean, shoot, I got some hard line I was gonna play with. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, yeah, I already started playing with one of these lines. So I got some hard line I can use for the plumbing, for the air to water. And yeah, getting there. Just a little bit here in the, here and there. For a moment I was kind of, burnt out on working on this thing, but got a little bit of motivation now because the rear axles should be coming in, so that's nice. And also when these rear axles come in, I have some parts that are actually on the car right now that are needed to be tested with those axles in there, so I can't wait for that. That'll be cool. And yeah, I'm just keep working at this and just keep updating you guys. All right, y'all, so guess what came in? We got some axles. I installed them yesterday and they fit no problem. No binding, no nothing. I mean, they shouldn't because we measured everything out. So right now, the only thing that I have to modify, or I guess move over, is this suspension tab. So because the boot is big and the axles are just big, you have to make a little bit of clearance for the boot not to hit this welded in nut. So what I'm gonna do is cut out this tab just along where it's welded and then just slide it over a little bit, and it'll provide plenty of clearance for the boot to not hit the welded nut. So I'm in the middle of doing that right now. I'll show you guys after I'm done. All right, y'all, so here is the suspension tab when it's all cut out. So all you pretty much do is just cut it out. It's really easy. And then you're pretty much, like, say if this is where it was at, from factory, all you gotta do is just move it about that much. That's it. So I'm gonna weld this in place and show you guys how much clearance there is with the axle boot. So, but it's well worth it in my eyes because these axles, one, they're not gonna break. Like, these are as big as my DSS 5. Actually, yeah, these are my 5.9s, and they're the same exact size as my rear axle. So, and there's a lot less power going to the rear. So that's not gonna break. The rear diff is not gonna break. So I've never have to do anything in this rear end ever again besides service it. So yeah. So I'll show you guys after I fully weld this all and go from there. And the rear end should be 100% done. And I'll road test the products that are actually on the car right now. I already know they're gonna work. I already installed the axles and kind of did a, with the wheels on the ground and all that stuff like that. Everything clears. I even jumped, even loaded up the suspension all the way, and there's about 1.5 inches or so worth of clearance between the camber arm right here. The camber arm, actually let me get this side so you guys can kind of see it better. The camber arm and the axle. So like right now you can actually see, this is actually kind of loaded up a little bit too. Actually, let me load it up, oh, I can't load it up. Actually, here, let me show you. Now the car is coming off the ground, or off the jack stand a little bit. So you can see how much clearance there is. Like there's about, that's about a 1/2 inch worth of clearance right there. And this is like super loaded up. I mean, the shock is digging into the or the rear trailing arm. So yeah, I have plenty of clearance all the way around. So be on the lookout for those when after I test them and do kind of like a pre-order deal. But yeah, man, she's getting there. There's the jack diff, fully mounted. Axles are in and good to go. Suspension tabs are moved over so they can clear the axle boot. And there's plenty of clearance for the camber arm and axle to move up and down freely. Let's see this joker spin. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit. Ooh, no, that's too far forward. There we go. There it is. Got them big dog axles and the big dog diff back there. So we're about to see if this J series can break this. But now that everything else is built, the only concern I have now is the transfer case. It's completely stock. Your boy is too broke to get a built one, and even if it was built, I think I would still grenade it, only because how much torque the J series is gonna put out. So I won't know till we get there. So that's it so far. Plenty. I'm so happy with this. I've been waiting for these forever. But it's funny that the axles show up when I hurt the motor. But now I have the motivation to get everything else done and completed, so your boy can go do some test hits. So right now I am putting the slipper valve. So I had one already before, never got to use it. I don't know, it's stuck. I don't know, it's not bleeding back how it's supposed to. So I got another one. I got the Magnus one now. So right now I'm just mounting it where it's easy for me to access, and it'll work with the lines that I have right now because I'm not trying to buy any new ones. So doing that right now. All I'm pretty much doing is just drilling and putting some rib nuts in, just some 6mm bolts. So doing it right now, and then after that, I don't know what else I have after that. Oh, I'm gonna finish welding that bung up top for the water box. Oh, actually, I have to mount this water pump. That's what I gotta do. So mount this water pump as well. I kind of have an idea where it's gonna go. It's gonna go in this area around here, right around here. So once that's mounted, I'll be sitting pretty because all I got to do now is just drill 2 holes to put some 16mm bungs, and then after that, the cap comes in today for this. So just bolt in the cap and make one more bracket to mount it, and the air to water is pretty much, I'd say about 80, because all I got to do now is just do the plumbing, run the lines. So got that going on. All right, so after a couple hours of working, this is what we got so far. The cap for the air to water box, or just the water box for the air to water intercooler, came in. So that's in there. I just gotta weld this hole and that hole shut. I'm gonna put a bung up here just in case I might use it for something. I don't know, but I'll just cap it off. And then I gotta weld 2 bungs for the water box, because you need you know, water to go through the intercooler and the heat exchanger and stuff like that. But that'll be quick. I got the water pump finally mounted. It's mounted and they're good. I also got the slipper valve installed as well because I have those already wired into the ECU. So get that all squared away. And once I'm 100% done with the fab work, I'm going to rip out this splitter because I finished welding that today too. And I'm gonna rip it out and drop it off for powder coating because I don't like the rusty galvanized look. And pretty sure black would just look the best. So gonna get that powder coated along with the plenum. I'm gonna do the valve cover as well. I might do those, actually, I might do this separately because I don't know where we're gonna put the catch can for the car yet, but I need to weld some bungs for the catch can on the valve cover so we can alleviate some crankcase pressure. But yeah, so we're getting there. And yeah, just, you know, make sure you like and subscribe to keep your boy motivated to make videos for you guys and keep bringing some cool content. But yeah, until next time, later.